we want you to carry. Max Green gets dragged back in. He does Vanguard towards T-Tigers. Declan Rebuff doesn't quite land.
He doesn't want to fight until that Echo is up. That is such an important item for Renaden. The double gauntlet walls, when used properly, can really help you negotiate through reflex blocks and crucibles. They need to make sure that those are correctly placed. Max Green's last double gauntlet was the first time we've really seen him falter ever so slightly. Have to get things back together.
T-Tigers road defensive over the wall just to get out of the way of Ace. Ace just toying with the Kraken at this point, just letting it reset. If Tribe do back, if they do make one mistake, you best believe Ace are going to capitalise on it. And in fact, they looking like they're going to commit now. Infusion picked up from Creation as well for the added damage, but they're going to get flared out instantly.
Max Green has his Echo off cooldown now, so he wants to be able to find and engage, but running through that tri-bush only facilitates the hook and chain ease of land for Young Ju, and so it's a very difficult piece of terrain to navigate for Tribe. You can see that they're playing very cautiously here.
It's so difficult at this stage in the game to finish an item. Simply because you have to spend so much gold on infusions to keep up with your opponents. You're looking at half a completed item for Tassa and half a completed item for T-Tigers. They're going to have to consistently grind their way. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't even ever see that gets completed before the end of the game.
Right now you see actually Creation giving away all of his last hits to Tassa so that that chronograph can be turned into a clockwork and allow for even more mobility, even more forward barrages to control the team fight.
Yeah. And it's such a big spike over T-Tigers as well, who's still sitting on just 2 damage items. The benefit for T-Tigers is that he has got the Dragon's Eye. He will ramp up, and then that acts like a second item when you get to sort of 9 stacks, but it's still hard to make that happen right now.
This is one of the only times we're actually seeing Dienzio on par farm. And I say on par because normally he is actually ahead by a majority of CS. I mean, realistically, last game, we're talking 40 to 50 over Creation. Right now, it's only about 10. One of the smallest leads he's actually had.
And it's very unlikely that these carries prioritize farm anymore. That's a huge cooldown item coming through, a huge item. Just in fact, the clockwork has been completed by Tassa here.
And it was because they donated all of that gold over to him. It is difficult when you're just farming the jungle or farming the lane separately. T-Tigers is working towards what I imagine will be a broken myth. He's got a little bit to go, but I don't think they're going to want to fight until he's finished that up.
Yeah, Dienzio is going to allow for T-Tigers to march up into the lane, take those last hits. It's no longer about the CS score here. It's about getting that third tier 3 item online for your jungle.
The problem that we're facing here is that Dienzio does not have any form of armor penetration. He's going up against 2 metal jackets at this point. The flexibility of Creation's build, so different from the usual Kestrel builds that we see, is that it allows him to pick up a second defensive item. Most Kestrels do not have that ability because they utilize 4 weapon power items.
Broken Myth's being completed now for T-Tigers, but his Crystal Infusion is running thin. Once that Crystal Infusion's gone, Ace Gaming would have the perfect window of opportunity where their power is just that little bit more over Tribe. They can look to really rub it in the faces.
Tribe looking for the flank here. There is the gauntlet. However, Crucible is used. War Treads also from Young Ju to escape